everything. There we go. All right, so we will be doing some stuff working with our backs like we were talking about. And then if anything creeps up while we're working, just let me know. We can shift our focus a bit if needed, okay? All right, relaxing music, good. All right, y'all are lovely seated. Let's go ahead and flip it around today and do something a little different. Grab your bolsters. Go ahead and put it either over your ankles or under your ankles. And if neither one of those works for you, take the bolster and put it between, just so that you have that little bit of height and that little bit of extra something. Settle into that for a moment. Feel the length. Now let your bottom drop. Slow down. Notice the thoughts that cross the mind, but don't focus on any of them. Just know that they're there, and that anything that is pressing, you will be able to pick up again after class. Otherwise, think about letting those thoughts float away as you lengthen up a little bit. Think about your head just kind of opening up toward the sky, getting lighter like a balloon on the end of a string. Not heavy, not weighted, but soft. Taking just another moment, feel that stretch in the legs. Feel the tops of the feet. You can feel a little tingly. Now take that moment, dropping the chin, roll back just a little bit, bring your chest back, round, and tuck. Inhale, lift up. Good. Lengthen through. And then as you exhale, tip over. So that's going to bring the weight out of the legs. Take your time. We've been there for a moment, so kind of wiggle through. Let your head drop down. Feel the blood flow shift. Feel your toes. Feel your feet. Let your head drop. Let your shoulders drop. Nice and easy, we're going to shift around. You're going to look forward. You're going to shift. And you're going to come it off. All right, so just shifting around to your floor, your cat pose, your tabletop. Wiggle through your hips a little bit. We're going to be on the knees for another moment. Rounding the back. Arching, rounding the back, pulling that belly button up, tucking the chin in, then softening. Now on this next one, as you do it, tuck and round, and imagine you're pressing through your hands really strong, press through your legs, feel it, pull, and then soften. Pushing the floor down as you exhale. Inhale, soften, lengthen. And last one. And back into center. All right, nice and easy. Swing your legs over to the left and have a seat. Watch the bolster. You want to move that out to the side. You need any padding under your ankle, you can either shift over on your mat or just place something to that side. Sit into that back hip for just a moment. Feel the dropping, feel the opening. Now, make sure that you're taking that moment to let this back hip settle down. And that's all right. So that's where you make something so it's got something to help it. Maybe a little bolster behind it and just something that you can kind of press back into and lean into and know you're not going to fall. You're not going to slide over or slump. You're going to sit nice and tall. And now just nice and easy, we'll look over to the right. Place your right hand just behind you. Place your left hand on your right leg now. Lift your chest a little higher. Soften your back leg. Don't clench your butt. Don't clench your leg. Soften. That's where the stretch happens. Come to the front. All right. Take a moment here. Shift forward. Shift over if you need. And then take your time bringing that around. We'll set into the other side. Again, if you need something, get something. Use a pillow, a blanket, a bolster, or a brick. Oh, settle into that back. Soft. Stay nice and tall. Begin that lift and turn. Look behind you as you bring that left hand down. Bring the right hand to the knee. You're just twisting. Keep breathing. And I want you guys to take a moment bringing yourself back into that straight-legged seat. You're just going to straighten out into your staff. And we're just going to let that go. And we'll just have some sounds with us. All right. So we're nice and tall. We're back into that straight-legged staff pose. Lengthen through your body. Lengthen through. Looks good. Look over to your right. Now let's twist to the right. Bring your right hand behind you. Bring your left hand to your knee. Look over your shoulder. You're not going the deepest you've ever gone. You're just opening up to the side. Lift your chest a little bit. Drop your shoulders. Now look straight ahead. Same thing. Easy to the left. Opening up that side and waist, feeling the stretch through and around, twisting around the body. We're going to come back around to the front. Exhale, dive over your legs. Let your head drop a little bit. Take the hands over the tops of the feet. If you can, if you can't quite get there, that's fine. Just be where you are. Now look out at the edge of your mat, wherever your hands are, and begin to walk them back one at a time. All right, let's take it easy now. Bringing the feet in. We're going to rock over and straight into a down dog. So just rock over and go into that down dog. Step your feet into your hip distance. Widen your fingers out. Let your head drop. Breathe. Lift your tailbone a little higher. Soften your knees if you need to. Press one heel back and then the other. Good. Alternating those feet slowly. Press into each side. Then nice and easy, we'll drop that down. Both heels down if you can. Look forward to your hands. Look back at your feet. And look forward again. Now, if you got your padding good, go ahead and drop to your knees if you need. Widen out once you get there. Make sure your padding is where you need it if you got it, and drop on down. Nice child's pose, just softening. Letting go of the elbows, letting go of the back. Wider than the first one, so just notice the difference. Letting go. Walk the hands back toward the knees. Tuck and roll up. Oh. Let's sit up nice and tall. Bring your knees into the center there. All right. Just feeling that stretch. So before we had a bolster, we had a brick, we had something to assist. Now we're just getting the stretch. Taking a moment with it. Look up nice and tall. Now draw your ribs back a little bit. Let your bottom just kind of drop down. You're not arching your back and you're not looking up too high. Bring your chin in. Look out in front of you, but don't strain. We'll take a moment. And now shift out again. Back into the hands and knees. Moving on now. Next position, we'll just do some basic cat-cow, tricky cat kind of thing. So let's take the left leg back first. So you'll press in and through your heel. You're going to push back and you're going to drop that hip. Let your pinky toe point down toward the ground, not out to the side. So stay level. Let your weight come back a little bit. Push back. Now reach out through the right arm. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, and down. Don't stop breathing. Bring that left knee down. Reset the hip. Same thing. Let's just get it and find it pressing back through that heel. Push. Drop the hip a little bit. Feel your weight drop back. Reach out through your left arm. Breathe. 4. And down. Good, wiggle it out. Now we're gonna go with our breath. On your inhale, you'll extend right arm, left leg. Exhale, you'll bring them down. Inhale, opposite, and down. Keep that head level, you got it. Tuck the chin in a little bit. You're looking at the edge of your mat and forward, but you're not straining to look way out in front of you. Good. I'm gonna catch up with you guys. It's not a race. It's not about how many you get done. It's how controlled are you doing the ones that you do. And release. Good. Last set. And then in, left. And let it go. Widen out those knees. Drop back again. Feel your butt burn just a little bit. Drop down. Let your elbows drop. Let your head drop. So we're doing gentle. We're going to shift up again. We're going to bring the hands in. We're going to bring the knees in. Now just step out with your right foot. Make sure you got a clear path. You're going to walk it around to the front, staying low. Moving that hip around, moving that leg around the body. Push down into it with the hips a little bit. Get over, stacked over that knee. And then lift up. Good. Reach for the sky. Shoulders are down. And all the way down, let that drop. Nice and easy, shift back. Good, working through that body. Stepping out to the left. Push into that foot. And then out, walk it around. Stay low, make room for it, but don't get too high, stay low. Drop into that hip. You can bring your knee over your foot, but not beyond the line of the toe. Reaching up. Let the shoulders drop down. Find your full length. And down. All right. Step back. Wiggle your hips out. Now, nice and easy, we are going to do a leg series. I'm going to catch a drink of water. This is going to be a fun little leg series. I'll do it this way just to show it, and then I'll face you guys as we go through it. So it'll be an up and a down, okay? So it'll be an up and out and a down. Right leg first, we go up, we go out to the side, and then we come down. We go back, we go out, we go down. That's 2. Back, out, 3, back, out, 4. Now reverse it. Out, back, down. Watch your back. Out, back, down. Good. It's in the hip. Push back, down. One more. Out, back, and down. Wiggle out your hips. So do you feel it in the back a little bit? So what I notice is I feel it on the opposite side of what we worked because that was where the stabilization was. All right? So that's what I want you to take note. That awareness of when you're doing one thing, it's not that side that's always doing the work. All right, so press into your fingertips and knuckles. First thing is up. Left leg, out to the side, and then down. Push back, out, and down. Try not to touch down though. Back, out, down. One more. Back, out, and down. To the side we go. Up, press back, let it down. Outside fire hydrant, back leg lift, down it goes. Number 3, back, down, one more, out, back, and down. Widen your knees. Ooh, wiggle your butt out, drive it down. So in order to really stretch that back out, we want to heat it. To heat it, we got to work those muscles right around it. So we just work the hips and the erector spinae, so those long muscles that run down the back. We worked our glutes. Oh, and we also worked our obliques, so some of the tummy muscles and the side muscles. So just be aware of all these muscles in the back, the side, the hips. They overlap each other, they support each other. Slide the hands back to the knees, shift up, take a moment. Now for a strong core, for a strong back, we need a strong core. For a healthy back, we need strong tummy. So let's do the work. We're going to get into our elbow planks today. So with elbow planks, I want everybody to take their time with it. You're going to get down into your knees. You're going to step back one leg at a time. You're going to get over your arms a bit with your upper body weight and already feel that tummy lifting. So knees are down. We're in our shins right now. Now you turn your toes under and press back. Press into your heels, but don't lift your butt. So don't do this. If you can, keep that butt down. Push those heels back. Breathe. 4, 3, 2. Drop the knees. Stay with it. 4, 3, 2. Drop the belly. Woo! Walk those arms out. Take it all the way out now and drop your head down. Widen out through the legs a little bit and just let everything settle. Now on this one, you're going to press down through your hands and you're going to lift your head and look out between your hands. Now start looking up the wall a little bit. Now without dropping down, bring your fingertips in and touch your palm and then pull your hands back. Notice you're lifting without using the arms and then you press into those hands again. Push your elbows down. So do the work. Good. Looking out, engage the back. Try not to over clench the butt. Bring the hands in, shift back. Let the elbows drop wherever they are. Push down through the elbows and lift your chest up. Breathe. Good. And again, palms. Do one at a time if you need to. Bring those elbows in. So we're much more like a cobra now. We went just beyond the Sphinx and now we're into that cobra. So low cobra lift. We're going to go all the way back to a low up dog. You're not letting go yet. Engage the back, lift. Hands come back so you're out of your arms. Bring it back. Hands are down, elbows are by the side. The lift is in your back, but you're not straining, you're not in pain, but you feel those muscles lifting. Relax your glutes. Work the back, not the butt. Draw your chin back a little bit. Now nice and easy, fingertips in, palms go back. They should be a little bit closer by the waist or at least by the breast, thumbs pointing near the underside of the breast. Maybe you're still just in front. Make one more shift back now to your up dog positioning. All right, so we're here. We're at the base of our up dog. Now, relax your back, relax your glutes, press in through your arms, lengthen. Now let your back stretch. Look up, feel the chin through the chest, chest through the belly. Feel that stretch. Easy press down, elbows shift back, going low, going as slow as you can. Once you get to that point where you can catch yourself, lift your hands. Feel your breath, move your body. Slow it down. Arms out. Lengthen the neck. Oh, get those shoulders out of your ears. Breathe. You're an airplane. Airplanes tip. We put the right wing down. We lift the left as high as we can. Look over the wing. Look to the front, center. We tip to the left. We look to the right, lift that wing. 4, 3, 2, back to center. Woo! Let those arms down, let that head down. Rest. Walk with the hands back in by the face. So all you gotta do is bend the elbow and the hand should just come right beside the face. Now we're going to lift the head. We're going to look forward. We're going to press up. Look up as high as you can. Drop your shoulders. Drop your belly. No strain. No strain. Beautiful. Relax your back. If you feel it clenching in your low back, relax your glutes. Roll down. Good. Roll down slow. All the way. Now nice and easy, we're going to go up one more time for a lift. This time no weight in the hands. We're going to lift the upper body all as one. Arms lift, head lifts. Awesome. Hands reach out. Hands come back. Now legs lift. Lift as high as they can. Lift those heels. Lift. Don't bend the knee. Lift the thigh. Lift everything. Strong. 4, 3, 2. Lift. Oh, now we're working our way down the body. So now we're going to bring the hands in and they're going to tuck just under your hips or thighs. So for me, my hands go just on the outside of my hip bone. My thumb goes right into the bend of my hip and thigh. So find that for yourself. Fingers spread out. Maybe your hands go a little bit lower down your thigh. That's fine. Roll your shoulders back. Now lift just your legs. Lift the heels as high as they'll go. Breathe. 5, 4. Keep that head down. 3, 2, 1. Let it down. Welcome back to center. Lengthen the head and the neck. Make sure you're not pushing down. You're not straining the neck. Now we're going to try and lift just the right leg. So if you want to, take the hands out this time. You can have the palms out or down. So you can play with it, whatever feels better for you. But don't lock your elbows, whatever you do. Let's lift the right leg. Lift it high. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that right leg down. Reset. Finding your center, bless you. You're going to lift up your left leg. Lift up high. Lift 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it down. Rest. Allergy season is upon us. Wiggle, wiggle. All right, so now take a moment. We're going to do that again. You're going to lift just your right leg. Let me see it. How high can you take that right leg? Yeah, ladies, as high as you can. That right leg up. You got it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Oh. Reset to your center. And let me see that left leg lift. Left leg lift. Good. And 4, 3, 2. Don't strain your neck. And down. Wiggle out. All right, let's make this easier on our body. Bring your right elbow to a bend. Look to the right side. Bend your right knee. Soften your knee. Let everything just kind of slide out. Now, with that in mind, look at my right leg. If you can see, all I'm going to do is push my foot down and then slide my knee out and then drop my hips again. I relax the foot. I relax down. So if you can, push it out to the side and away from you. You're trying to get more of your inner thigh and groin down to the ground. You can feel the inside of the knee touching the ground. Just breathe with it. Feel the bones connecting to the floor. Readjust your left hip bone. Make sure you feel straight on that left side. You're not leaning to the right anymore. You're soft. You're letting go. Now, nice and easy, we'll lift our heads. We'll bring our left hand around and walk up a little bit. Kind of like a Sphinx pose. Arms go out in front of you. No, legs still out. Legs still out.
Sorry.
Simon didn't say to change it. Nice and easy. Now we're just going to think about bringing that right knee a little closer to the right arm. Just bring it up a notch. Good. Can you make that little shift? Now turn your left toe under. Lift your left leg and push yourself back a little bit. Oh yeah, you'll feel it. Hi, inner groin and thigh. So we're just there pressing into it, not straining. Now let go as much as you can. You're not holding in your glutes. I feel the pressure in my inner leg and thigh, especially if you have heavier leg, you're gonna feel it a little bit more pressure. So just be nice to yourself, be kind. All right, coming out of it nice and slow. You're gonna take your left arm out, you're gonna take your right hand to the floor, and you're gonna roll back to your side, bending that bottom leg. Your right knee is bent as well. Put that right foot up on top of that left knee. Now bring that foot to the ground just in front of there. So I'll turn a little bit for you ladies. And for the camera there, we're coming around this way now. Now, you have it there. Now you're going to take that left foot and the right and begin walking them closer to your chest. So I'm bringing the left or the right foot for you guys. The left leg's going to come up against it and press, and then we're just going to lean back a little bit. So don't roll forward with your upper body. Lean back away from it. Feel that stretch through your hip. Nothing extreme there. Good. Let that go. Let the other go and roll back onto your belly. Awesome. From where you are, begin looking to your left. Turning the elbow and the hand out and the knee. When you're ready, you'll push that knee out to the side and drop your hip back down. So you just slid the knee on the ground. Resetting. Softening. Breathe. Alright, as we've done before, just take a moment, make sure your right leg is comfortable, reset the knee, the kneecap. Now let's come to the center and lift up. So we're lifting the head, we're bringing the right hand around, we walk the elbows in. We're good to our back, we're good to our spine. Now we got that leg out to the side, we can already feel it, but we're gonna take it a little bit further. We're just gonna try and slide it up a little bit deeper. Okay, keeping that nice bend of the knee. Turn right toe under and go ahead and slide back on that side. Feel the shift. Now try and relax. So think about your glutes, clench them tight and then let them go. Relax through your back. You can feel the arch on one side. You can feel the length on the other. You can feel the inner thigh and the groin kind of stretching out there. Just noticing all these things. Shoulders away from the ears. So with us up, we're pressing our weight back, right? So you feel that extra bit. Now nice and easy, we'll come out of it, sliding the arm out. You're gonna push back and roll to that side. You're gonna start by just putting the foot on top of the knee, the bottom knee bends. Now you're just gonna bring that foot to the front, set it down, and just bring that bottom leg up against it. So it's your left leg on top, your right leg's pressing up against that left leg, trying to find that place where they can both be for just a moment. Now let go. You've pressed and now they're there. Keep the head back a little bit, try not to round forward, y'all look good. Bless you again.
Bless you, bless you.
And then nice and easy. We'll just take a moment straightening the legs out, rolling back onto it. Yeah, just rolling back around. And we'll drop it back down. Now one more time on the back, let's just take a moment. We'll lift our head up. We'll sweep our hands back, we'll lift our legs up for a locust, and then we're gonna try for a bow. Try and get just one leg first. Press up, 4, 3, 2. Now releasing easy, no slam. Grab the other side. Pull back to center. Try and get that foot up if you can, good. And release, all the way down. Wiggle it out. Now nice and easy, we're going to do a bow. So take your time. If you need to do one side at a time, grab right first. If you can also grab left, go for it. If you're just holding right, keep holding right for 2. 1. If you've been holding right, switch to just left. Good. Holding 4, 3, 2, and 1. All the way down with either leg or both. Leg. Walk the legs into the center. Walk the hands out in front. One more time, nice and long. Lift through the head, keeping the arms down. Now lift through the legs, keeping the arms down. Breathe. 4. Lift those heels. 3, 2, 1. Down. Release. Let go of the glutes. Let go of the bottom. Slide your hands back towards your waist. Bring your legs into the center. Nice and tall, lifting up dog. Shifting around. We are not going to go to down dog right now. We've been doing a lot of back bends, so we don't want to shock our body. We just want to shift up and then begin walking to the front edge of our mat, and then we'll crisscross and roll over. If you need to roll your legs to the side, roll them to the side. Otherwise, we're going to come down where we are, all of us, hands behind us. We'll drop back and then drop our feet. Now, I want to take a moment to get everybody in the correct positioning. If you have a single mat, I would like you to get up toward the top edge of it and double it. So, with the type of mat I have, I can't quite double mine, so I'm going to get a whole other mat out, and I'm going to make quite a deep fold on mine. So I've got multiple layers here that are going to go under my shoulders, but not under my head. So as I lay down on this, I'll show you, my shoulder will be lined up, and I will go with that. Curl can even be under the neck, but it's not under the head. The reason being, that's going to give us more height here instead of height in the head. So if we were to lift up, it won't push the head forward. It'll help keep us nice and structured. So very important for neck health, make sure you have at least a double mat and your head is on the flat surface. All right? So now, take a moment, bring your feet in. Begin to lift your butt and walk your elbows and shoulders in. Lengthen through the back of your neck. Press into your feet and bring your hands down to where you can get your hands under your back. If you can interlace your hands, do so. Then lengthen your arms out. Arms pressing down to the floor. Now, if that doesn't work for you, just straighten your arms on the floor and leave them down. So if you can't quite hold, or if you put too much lotion on and you can't keep a grip. Now, no turning of the head, so don't look around, don't move around. Keep everything centered. Let the arms go, let them slide out, tuck, and roll the back. Take a moment, rock out your shoulders, breathe. So that's round one. If you want to keep that hand positioning, you may. For the next round, we're going to try and take our arms straight and press our arms against the inside of the feet. So before you lift up, let me show you, and then you can come to join me. You'll walk one foot in and then the other. You're going to bring one hand into the inside of that foot and then the other hand in. Once you're there, you can press your arms against your ankles and you get a really good, strong structure to lift up with. You are not gripping the ankles. You are pressing against. Try it when you're ready. Lifting the hips, walking the feet in closer to the butt. Big lift. Now slide those hands into the inside of the feet. Press your sunny side of your hand into the inside of your ankle. You're holding your breathing. Feel it open in your clavicles. Feel your shoulders, your chest. Not squeezing the boot, not squeezing the butt, but pressing with the feet. So feel it, push, and then let go. Go up on the tippy toes if you'd like. Roll down slow. Ugh. Walk your feet out. Reset. Now this next one is a nice challenge. We're going to try a shoulder stand challenge. If you've never done a shoulder stand before, don't force yourself up. Please observe first and then try if you can. So here's what we're going to do. I still have that padding under my shoulders and slightly under my neck, but it is not under my head. When I shift up, my weight will go forward into my head a little bit, and that's still going to give me that padding there. that protection. So make sure you got that. Then you're gonna walk your feet in. We're gonna try a shoulder stand from a pedestaled bridge. So we're gonna pedestal our bridge. We're gonna come up, we're gonna take one hand under our back, fingertips out to the side. You're gonna go into the palm, up onto your elbow, other hand in, fingertips out to the side, up onto your palm. And try and pedestal there, all right? If you got that, you got it, go ahead. Try that first. So again, up on one wrist, one hand, and then up onto the other. Keep your weight in your feet, your elbows, and your shoulders. Now if you can, you don't have to see it, just try it. Walk your feet into your balls of your feet. You're on your tippy toes almost. Try and kick one foot up to the sky, and then the other if you can, then you flip your hands over. Trying to get up as straight as you can. Bring the knees down toward the face. Roll down as slow as you can comfortably go. Breathe. Now if you can, try a shoulder stand again. You've got one more. We're going to go easy with it. You can either rock yourself up, so a rocking shoulder stand would look like this. You rock here, I bring my hands back beside me, I roll back, I push myself up. If I need to do it a couple times, you push yourself up. But be aware that can slam you towards your head. Don't go fast. Come down a little bit, Miss Charlotte, before you try and go up. Go down, down, down towards your feet, not up towards your head. Down, down, down. Go ahead and slide down your mat a little bit before you go up, because your shoulders are already off the mat. Does that make sense? You wouldn't have had it. The padding would have been unhelpful. And you might want to turn the other way. Remember the slope of the floor we talked about? You're going up slope. So be aware, not all floors are as flat as we would like them to be. Sometimes there's angles in this world. Work with what you got. That is awesome. Press up as high as you can go. So you can either roll or lift up from pedestal. If you've been up for a while and you're ready to come down, you can go ahead and come on down. If you can hang out for a breath or two, hang out for a couple more breaths. Coming down slow. Take a moment. Now, let's do a little bit of bolstering for our back. A little bit of bolstering for our hips. I want everybody to take a moment, roll to one side. Push yourself up. Find the bolster that you would like to use and your bricks. So we'll get the bricks here. We are going to go to one side for this. So let's start just on our back. We've got everything that we need. They're all within range there. Make any repositions you need. Lengthen out your back. Make sure you tuck your tailbone a little bit. Dropping down slow. Now we're going to take a moment to find that bridge one more time. You're going to tuck your chin in a little bit. Find the back of your neck long. Shoulders are broad. Lift your tailbone when you're ready. Without looking, get your bolster and slide it under your back. Take a moment, get it all the way under your back. Don't drop down, just get it under your back. Now you can begin to slowly arch over it and lengthen. Now make sure your bricks are handy. We're not going to stay here long. We're going to go ahead and get those bricks and put them up underneath our bottom as well. So we got the bolster under the arch of the back. We have the bricks under the glutes themselves. This gives us that nice little stair step height. I recommend you roll to each side a little bit. Lengthen out your shoulders and your back. And then nice and slow, bend one knee and then the other, and we're just going to bring those legs up in the air for a moment. Wiggle your hips side to side if you need to make sure your back feels flat and that you're comfortable before you begin that lift. If you can, lift those legs up in the air. Point one, flex the other. Then point one, flex the other. Point a toe, flex. Point a toe and flex. All right, couple more. Pedaling those feet. And nice and easy, relax. Bring the knees down toward the chest. And then one leg at a time, let them drop down. No pain, no strain, go easy. Be kind to your back. Notice the change in the hip. Notice the shift in the back can be a little achy at first. Squeeze your butt and then let it go. Now we're going to try for a big back bend. So all we're going to do is lift up one more time. Take the bolster out, or the bricks out, I'm sorry, the bricks out, leave the bolster. Now drop your butt all the way down. Try and let the tailbone hit down. And this is going to be our big back bend. We're going to slide one leg out and then the other. Then one hand goes up and then the other. Now roll your shoulders back, arch a little bit, and then drop back down. So it's not an extreme back bend, but it's a big one. Just feeling the full arch through your belly. Feel how it stretches you across the belly and under the rib, across the front of the pelvis and the hip. Just notice that whole space stretching a bit, opening. Your knees are soft. Your front is long. You're breathing. Now we are going to do a little extra. This is going to be for your kidneys, for the gallbladder, the liver, and for the pancreas kind of a movement. It helps the intestines as well. All you're going to do is bring arms down one at a time, bring the legs in one at a time. Now you're going to pick your hips up. Don't overthink this. Just pick your hips up, shift over to the left a little bit, and then roll to your right. You're going to lay on your right side. That bolster should be between your ribs and your hip in that space, that arch of your waist. Readjust if you need to. You can sit up, you can lengthen, and you can go back over the side. Relaxing a bit, softening to where you are. Beginning to roll back just a little bit with your upper body. Looking over to the side. Oh, it's a big bend and a twist. Just breathe through. Now roll back. Take the top leg, roll it up, and roll back. Now, whole body rolls back to the center. Shift the hips to the middle. You'll notice you're back in the middle of your bolster. When you're ready, you're going to pick the hips up, shift them right, and then roll left. Readjust if you need to. Make it more comfortable, but still feel that bolster under you, that massage that it's giving to the body and the back. So we've rolled all the way onto our side, we're resting. And then we begin to slowly roll back. We want to go into each position slowly, transitioning, allowing for the change, allowing for the open space. Ooh, can be a little stiff, a little sore, so slow down, soft. Now we roll back to our center. Then take the top leg up. So as we take that top leg up, we roll to our back. We pick our hips up, and now we're back in the middle of that bolster. The bolster's in the middle of our body, arching right through our waist. Nice and easy, we're going to lift up. Turn the bolster long ways now. Soften for a moment. Now bringing the hands in, lifting the butt up, slide that bolster all the way out. Lengthen your back as you drop down. Let your knees fall in on each other. So the last thing we're doing is an actual stretch. This is called the SI joint stretch. Your SI is your big bone at the base of the spine, the sacrum, and then the hip bones themselves are the iliac spine. So this is your sacroiliac joint, also known as the dimples on your back. Those little dimples at the low back. So we're stretching that joint. It does slightly articulate. Your hips do move around the spine. The spine moves between the two hips. So to get a nice stretch for that, squeeze your inner thighs together. Squeeze them. Push your knees down and away from you. And then let go. Notice how that lifted your back and gave an arch. Now the intention is not to lift the back and arch it, but allow the legs to squeeze. Pressing the knees down, pulls on the hip, and that makes the back lift. And then let it go. So you're not lifting, you're squeezing to get the lift. Now one more nice stretch for that back. We're going to bring the right knee in and let it drop down. And then you're going to cross the left leg over it and let it pull down. Now I have that bolster there from before. That can help you if you can't get the knee down, but if you want it to get down, move that bolster. Let that knee begin to pull down toward the ground. I don't expect anybody to touch down, but some of you will. Don't force it. Rock it back easy, unravel the legs. They're still wide and turned out a little bit. Now you've turned the right one in to wrap over and around that left. You're pulling that left leg down. Feel that stretch. And then let it go. Take a moment to roll to one side. Push yourself up. Take a minute and come around to the front once again. Once you get here, if you want a bolster or something behind you, that's always great. You don't have to have it though. The goal is to find that place where you feel centered, where you feel balanced in your legs. You can sit back into your spine. You're softening the head, the neck, the jaw. You can make little micro movements in the head, no big swirls, no big around, just settling. So our goal is to stretch and strengthen the back a bit today. I hope that we have accomplished that. I hope you feel a shift in your spine. I hope you feel new length through your posture. Bringing the hands to the heart. Thank you for your presence. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
You're most welcome. Take your time with it, and as always, move slow after your session, and then get into your day.